Dave TV special edition brought to you by Aristocrat, the vodka for royalty. That's right. This classy plastic bottle. Anyhow, how you doing, everybody? It's the 23rd of October, 2013, a day which will go down in DC radio infamy. Pardon me. Actually, I've taken a little bit of the Aristocrat vodka and I mix it with cran apple juice and I put it in one of my beloved Redskins glasses that I got at Mobile. They gave these out for free at Mobile like 20 years ago. And I love it. Anyhow, it is, it's 6 o'clock in the evening, so I can have an adult beverage. It's not like I'm drinking it when I do these at 9 in the morning. Anyhow, how you doing, everybody? It's Dave TV, and the big news today, Don Geronimo. Don Geronimo is back on WJFK starting tomorrow night, Thursday, the October the 24th, October the 24th. Tomorrow night, October the 24th, Don Geronimo will be doing the 7 to 10 p.m. slot there in the evenings on WJFK. So that's very interesting. We told you a while back, earlier this month, that Don got bounced from his midday gig at KHTK, a CBS sports talker in Sacramento, and that he said at the time that he was going to stay with CBS and work somewhere else for CBS, but not do a podcast or anything else. He was going back to radio, stay in radio, broadcast radio. And so all the hubbub was, why not come back to Washington, which apparently he is. So he'll be doing evenings on WJFK 7 to 10 p.m. Now, the thing about that is that WJFK also carries live sports. So they carry the Wizards and the Capitals, and in the spring they carry the Nationals, and they all have a lot of evening games. And so Don's show will get preempted multiple times per week, most likely. So you'll only hear Don maybe 2 or 3 times, during the week, which is kind of a little odd. But anyhow, Don will be doing evenings. He's also going to be doing a 9 to noon show on Saturday mornings, and he's also going to be heard on Washington Game Day Uncensored, WJFK's Sunday football counter programming, when they do their own pregame show for the Redskins there. So that's cool. And I said, if Don comes back to Washington and he's under contract to CBS, there's only really one place he can go, JFK. He's not going to go on Spanish El Zal. He's not going to go on Chick Rock, Fresh 94.7. He's not going to go on the all news station, and he's not going to go on Urban Rap PGC. The only place for him is JFK. And I'm glad to see him coming back. So I think that's very cool. Now, is this permanent? I really, really think that this is just a stepping stone for Don. I think Don really wants the big time. The big time on radio is drive time. It's a morning drive or evening drive. That's where the vast amount of advertising revenue is. That's where the vast amount of audience is. If you have a morning and afternoon drive show, the rest of your day, especially on a talker like WJFK, sports talker, doesn't really matter that much. It really doesn't. So I really think Don, I think, okay, I'm coming back to JFK. I'm getting my radio legs back. I'm going to, get back into the Washington market. And I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere down the line, maybe early next year, we see Don being moved into one of JFK's drive time slots. More likely, probably afternoons. I really think a pairing of Don Geronimo and Chad Dukes would be magnificent. I always liked Chad Dukes. I think he's good, but he needs chemistry with his co-hosts. And I've always said Chad and LeVar Arrington just don't have the chemistry. Chad and Oscar Santana had chemistry, when they were doing that midday show on JFK years ago. Chad and LeVar, and I do like LeVar. LeVar's a nice guy. He's talented. He's intelligent. I just don't think the two of them have any chemistry. They just don't mesh. Where I think, if you're going to take Don Geronimo and maybe put Chad on as his, kind of second banana, I think that would work. I really think that would work. I think they would go together. Now, could Mike ever come back? Don and Mike were a thing for 2 decades. I don't know. Interesting. Somebody mentioned that Don Geronimo did a shout out today to Buzz and to Rabe, but didn't do a shout out to Mike. I don't know. I didn't hear the whole thing, but if Don and Mike were to get back together, that would be just bliss. But will it happen? I don't know. But anyhow, I do think that bigger things await Don Geronimo at WJFK. And if I were the Junkies, I might just be a little nervous. I don't know. Maybe they could keep Chad Dukes and LeVar Arrington in afternoons and move Don to mornings. And who knows where the Junkies would go. I don't know. I like these people. I do. I mean, I bitch about MAL because they're a bunch of a-holes over there. But I do like JFK. I think they're all good people. I like the Junkies. I've always liked the Junkies. I like Holden and Danny. I do like Chad, even though he doesn't like me. And I do like LeVar. I do. I think they're all good people. And it's just like, is this the right radio mix for this station? I don't know. But I do think it's great to see Don coming back. I'm glad he picked Washington. I'm glad he's not going to Phoenix to do an oldie station or something, which, is some of the rumors we had heard. But it'll be interesting to see how things go here. And I do think sometime early next year you're going to see WJFK making some sort of a change. They do need – JFK is 17th in the ratings, okay? Yeah, roughly. That's where they are in the ratings these days. That's lower than where they were as a guy talker. As a guy talker when they had Howard Stern on in mornings and Don and Mike in afternoons and Gordon Liddy on in middays and Ron and Fez and El Jefe and the Hideout and all that. They were often in the top 10. They weren't always in the top 10. Sometimes they were 12th or 13th, but they weren't as low as they are as a sports talker. So I think, they're looking at CBS and saying, maybe we could bring some of that magic back. I think that's very cool. So I'm glad to see Don back. I hope it all goes well. I really do. Back when he worked at JFK, he ragged on this website a lot. And you know what? Our traffic went through the roof. It did. Up. So, I don't know, man. Who knows? But I think it's a good thing. It would be nice if they could mix Mike back into. I miss that pairing. Don and Mike were something special, and Mike's a good guy too. And I have a feeling there's some tensions there, and maybe this is the first step to resolving some of that and getting the dream team back together. But now JFK needs to work on getting rid of Dan Snyder's station, okay? Get rid of that. Buy it out. You could use some of those FM signals for a relay for WNEW in Northern Virginia. And, you could put CBS Sports Radio or to put WNEW on 982. Why not? What the hell? But that would be cool. But it's going to be interesting to see Don Geronimo and how that all goes there at WJFK. It's a good move, and I'm sure there's more to come. Right? All right, folks, that's my special edition of Dave TV for the 23rd of October. Book 'em, Dano. And don't forget the aristocrat for the little bit of SOB in all of us. Good night and good luck.